So now I'm going to listen to your heart sounds. So actually your lung sound, not your heart sounds. Okay. So if you can turn facing the camera for me. So I'm going to listen to my patient's lung sounds. I'll do 8 on the front and then I'll do 10 on the back. Deep breath. Okay. Now I'm going to listen to your heart sounds in the back. Now I'm going to listen to your heart sounds in the back. You can just take your shirt off for me, it'll be easier. Alright, I'm going to have you turn to the side. Arms out. I'm just going to listen to your lung sounds on your side. So just take a deep breath for me when I place my stethoscope. Okay, and I'm going to have you turn to the other side. Okay. You can put your shirt back on. So I did not hear any adventitious sounds. There was no wheezing. Yes, there were no wheezing upon auscultation of his lungs. So no adventitious sounds. So I'm now going to check for thrills. So I'm just going to place a hand here. Deep breath in. Okay, and no thrills noted upon auscultation or upon palpation. So now we're going to listen to your heart sounds. As I can see just by inspecting my patient, there is no heaves or pulsations noted. And I'm going to listen to my patients using the APETM. This is A, the aortic. Then the pulmonic. And the Erb's point. We're going to go to the tricuspid. And now we're going to go to the mitral. Gonna Okay, so there weren't any abnormal heart sounds, such as any S1 and S2 deviations. Okay, so I will now assess my patient's apical pulse. I will assess his pulse for 1 full minute. And I will assess for apical radial pulse deficit by me listening to his apical pulse and having someone else listen to his radial pulse. And if the numbers do not come out the same, then it will be an apical pulse deficit. Okay, so now we're gonna go down to your abdomen. My patient's contour is round. I can now have you lay down. Let's try this. You have to move the camera. So I'll first inspect the abdomen. I don't see any scars or lesions present. And I will auscultate all 4 quadrants. Okay. Start with the right quadrant. Okay. No abnormal bowel sounds present in the right upper quadrant. No abnormal bowel sounds present in the left upper quadrant. No abnormal bowel sounds present in the left lower quadrant. And no abnormal bowel sounds present in the right lower quadrant. Okay, so now I'm gonna start with light palpation on you, and then I'm gonna go down to deep palpation on all 4 quadrants. So first I'm gonna start with light palpation in the right upper quadrant. And light palpation in the left upper quadrant. Light palpation in the right lower quadrant. And light palpation in the left lower quadrant. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to deep palpation. All right, deep palpation in the right upper quadrant. Deep palpation in the left upper quadrant. Deep palpation in the left lower quadrant. And deep palpation in the right lower quadrant. Okay. So I didn't feel anything abnormal or any abnormalities within the quadrants. Okay, so now I'm going to have you stand up. So I'm just going to assess your lower quadrant or your lower extremities. You can have a seat. I can tell just by inspecting my patient's legs. His temperature is warm. There's no lesions or scars. I'm not seeing any varicose veins. There's not any lesions. And the hair is evenly distributed throughout. Okay. So now I'm going to start with your pulses first. So if you can do plantar flexion, which is just pointing your ankle down, and then dorsiflexion will be pointing your ankle up to the ceiling, and then your other foot, plantar flexion and dorsiflexion. So now I'm gonna push your legs up towards me and I'll have you push them back. Now push your legs outward to my hands. Okay. Now we're gonna assess your pulses. So I'm gonna start with your popliteal pulse first, which is behind your knee. And I will give those pulses +2 bilaterally. Now we're gonna go down to your dorsalis pedis, which is at the top of your foot. And I will give those +3 bilaterally. Now we're gonna go to your posterior tibialis, which is behind the ankle. And I will also give those a +3 bilaterally. So now we're gonna assess for clubbing, or first we can do capillary refill. And that was about 3 seconds. Bilaterally on both toes, and now we're gonna club. Alright, and then I will do hand hygiene before I touch his hands again. So now we're gonna assess for clubbing on your fingers, or assess for capillary refill. Alright, and that also took about 3 seconds. So now I just thank my patient for his time, and then I will make sure his bed is at the lowest level. I will give my patient his call light and make sure he's comfortable. I will then document any of my findings from today's assessment, and I will also do hand hygiene.